What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling awesome today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, what I do on this channel are tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old moon. Depending on what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void, of course, we just cover all those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be fantastic, Cancer. Now, let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling awesome. It's just good vibrations all around, Cancer. Now, when this video is being released, the moon has been void, of course, probably for at least a couple hours now. She's moving from a Leo into Virgo, and she'll be void, of course, from 9:51 a.m. Tuesday and going into 2:44 a.m. Wednesday. So we're looking at almost 17 hours of void, of course, time here, where the moon's just kind of wandering around doing her own thing there. So just kind of settle in, Cancer. If you got some time to kind of kick back during this period, just sort of relax. If if your schedule and stuff permits. Also, the moon is still in a waning gibbous phase, or disseminating moon here, so we're still focusing on that kind of shadow work and things like that. So the spread that we're going to be doing is a 3-card spread today. It'll be first card, nature of your problem, second is the cause, and then third is going to be the solution. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. It's a Chariot Friends exclusive, and I included this deck and links for other decks that I like using down in the description box below. So utilize that, Cancer, if you feel. But let's go ahead and get into your reading here. So, Higher Self, what is the nature of the problem for Cancer today? What is it? What's the energy that's Cancer's working with? What is it? What's going on during this void, of course, here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we got the 5 of Stars here, Cancer. And I feel like with this, maybe some of us have been feeling kind of like, look, maybe a little down in the dumps. Maybe we've been going through, through some financial strains. And I say that because the stars have to deal with financial matters as well. This is the 5 of Pentacles in traditional decks. But I feel like maybe we're in a place where we feel like we got a lot on our shoulders right now. We got a lot that maybe we're dealing with, whether that be just everyday life stuff. Could be bills, could be some issues at work, could be stuff with relationships. The 5 of Stars can cover a pretty broad spectrum of things, but I feel like right now we're just kind of feeling kind of alone in all of this thing. And I feel like if this is how we're feeling, Cancer, maybe it's time to maybe kind of reach out here, reach out to your soul tribe, or maybe people that can get some assistance, if you have that available to you. And let's say if this is like a financial thing, maybe looking out for different ways to kind of help to alleviate some of this burden. Check out some of the different assistance tools that maybe like just kind of do some research on the internet and just kind of see. That's if we're in this space here. But overall, I feel like we're trying to take on something by ourselves here, Cancer. And and that's something that where I admire wanting to be independent and knowing that you can take care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, if we're because we all sometimes we get in a jam sometimes. But let's get a little more clarification on that. Higher Selves, can we clarify the 5 of Stars, please? Let's get a little bit more on that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got the Lovers here. And I feel like with this popping up, it really, I feel like it's kind of like doing like a check-in, like, okay, figuring out what you can handle and then getting all those things lined up. But if there are some things that are just like, this is getting to a place of where we're just like, we're stressing out, where we're feeling anxious, we're not, where we're just like, potentially this could evolve into like a 9 of Swords moment where it feels like we get no relief and we're just constantly in this nightmare here. I feel like just like I'm getting with this, just asking for help, and I know that can be tough, and it can kind of feel like, well, maybe we let ourselves down, or that we that maybe we feel like we can't, that we won't be able to provide stability by ourselves. But Cancer, I feel like if with reaching out for help, that is a strength in itself, because sometimes it's tough to, when you find yourself in a jam, when it's just like, hey, this is a situation, I just need some help, and just that vulnerability, that surrender, I feel like people are very receptive to that. And maybe, finding ways, hopefully that makes sense, Cancer. I feel like it's one of those things, if you feel like you don't have anyone to reach out to for help, just explore that. I feel like maybe, someone will be able to come through in a way that you may not even see coming. So just don't back yourself into a corner, I guess is what I'm trying to get to this thing, or where things get so tough that it's going to be that much harder to get out of this thing, Cancer. So let's go ahead and move on to your second card here, which is going to be the cause. So, higher self, what is going to be the cause, or what is the cause of this situation here? What is it that what are some influences that has caused this situation for Cancer here? Let's see what's going on with that. Okay. You got the Ten of Cups here. And I feel like the reason that this thing has maybe happened is that I feel like maybe we haven't let ourselves kind of lean on others. Is that I feel like, we maybe, and kind of take this as it resonates, but I feel like, whomever you call like family, and I don't even necessarily mean your blood family. It could be, whatever, your good group of friends. Maybe you got some good coworkers, maybe you got a good, just wherever you find, comfort in like a group setting, you know what I mean? I feel like it's about leaning on them, realizing that like if let's look at it this way, Cancer. If someone you knew who was close to you was in a tough situation, and you were in a place where you could help them, you probably would. I would imagine. So let's just say, switching gears, if you got someone, and again, who to reach out to, Cancer. I feel like it's one of those, lean on that person a little bit. And it's just like, hey, I just need a little assistance. I will definitely get you back, and in most of the time, if you got that really good bond, most of the time the people don't even care, it's just like, you know what, I know you're good for it, Cancer. Don't even get to me when you get to me, so, but let's clarify that. Higher self, can we clarify the Ten of Cups, please? Let's get a little more clarification on that. Because yeah, Cancer, I feel like this is, especially with this Five of Stars Lovers combo here, I think it's really about just kind of reaching out for some help. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Yeah. Oh yeah, Cancer. You got the Ten of Crystals here. And so I feel like, yeah, we're getting at this place of where you may be feeling like, crap, this is it, like I'm done. Like I don't even know what to do here. This guy's laying down here, and this isn't a gender specific reading, so keep that in mind. But this person down here, I mean, they've just been impaled with crystals here, and you're at this place of just like, what do I do? Like this is like, there's no possible way I can get out of this hole. But Cancer, check out over the horizon there. The sun is rising. Even though we're feeling like this right now, just getting ahead of this thing. I say, like, you've suffered enough. If you've been in this place however long, don't feel like you have to box yourself and or put yourself in this place of just like constant worry, constant stress, just because of because really, if we don't want to reach out to someone, that's really a pride thing, and we have to know when to be able to put that aside and just be like, hey, the situation is what it is, and once we get out of this thing, we'll be able to look at this thing and kind of laugh at it. It's just, I don't know what I was so stubborn about, but I know, Cancer, it is one thing when you're in it, but at some place, if this is resonating with you, I feel that it could be to your advantage to reach out to your soul tribe here and to reach out to those who want to help you. But let's get on to your third card, the final card here, which is going to be the solution. So, higher self, what is going to be the solution for this problem? Let's see, what are some possible ways that maybe Cancer can get through this thing? Yeah, okay. Okay. You got the Emperor here. And I feel like this is about really just kind of rising up and owning it, you know, and just like, and just stepping up, you know, getting past this thing, because we got work we got to do, Cancer. The Emperor's been popping up quite a bit for us, you know, we got things that we need to accomplish here. And I feel like something like this is just a, you know, minor bump. And, you know, I won't diminish it. You know, this could be a major bump right now, but it's something that needs to be dealt with right now. And an Emperor doesn't shine away from these things. You know, an Emperor, if he's got to call upon, if we have to call upon, you know, some I don't know who helps an Emperor, his advisors, stay with me, Cancer. If we have to, he's not going to let himself, you know, kind of get where this is like he's drowning in this situation here. This is going to be something that is just like, okay, I see what's going on here. Let's take action. You know, we got to, you know, this is where something where maybe this is an area where he's weak at. You know, it's just like, hey, how do you manage this stuff? You know, just kind of mess around with that energy, Cancer. But let's get a clarifier on that. Let's bring this home here. Higher self, can we clarify the Emperor, please? Yeah, let's clarify this solution here. Yeah, okay. Cancer, I can't make it up. 3 of Stars here. And this is 3 of Pentacles in traditional decks here. So camaraderie, you know, collaboration, reaching out, you know, just, let's switch back over. Because listen, Cancer, this is, I get it. I've been there too. And there's nothing, I feel like it's really is that initial just like getting to that moment. You're just like, okay, how am I going to ask this? You know, what are we going to be doing? How can I segue into this thing? You know, I feel like there's always, we're trying to plan the perfect way to do it. But sometimes if you just like, hey, this is what's going on. I'm not sure how I let the ball, you know, I dropped the ball a little bit, but I'm getting there. You know, I just need something to lay out your game plan, you know, tell them what's going on, what you plan on doing, and then work from that. And just like, hey, you know, I'm going to pay you back. You know, that's if this is a money thing, you know, that's just an example. That's the vibes that I'm kind of getting with this thing. So, yeah, I say, again, I can't tell you what to do, Cancer, but I do feel like if this is like, if we're just worried about asking or that people are going to look at us differently or something like that, don't worry about it. You know, that's, I feel like that's more so just like we're projecting, you know, we're looking at ourselves differently because we had to ask for help. But that doesn't make us less than Cancer. That just makes us aware that, you know, we don't have to do this thing by ourselves. And sometimes we can't do it by ourselves. That's, you know, that's the point of the soul tribe. So I'll leave that there. Hopefully that made sense, because I know that's a tough energy to deal with for sure. But let's, if you haven't already, let's do the YouTube things, like, share, and especially if even if it's not you, if you know someone who's going through this thing, they might resonate with this. Absolutely, you know, send out. Yeah, reach out, you know, share the love, absolutely. Subscribe, hit that bell button so you know when I release different videos. I think you follow me, friend me, do all the Facebook things. You know how savvy you are, Cancer. And all that housekeeping stuff is in the description box below. I got links galore. But let me go ahead and get your surprise card here so I can get you out of here. Page of Wands. So I feel like with the Page of Wands coming up, I feel like this is asking us to, I feel like right now we may need to get some creative ways to kind of get out of this situation here. You know, it's, when we do it, to not, I feel like it's about being compassionate while we're doing this thing, you know, not to diminish that, not to diminish your abilities here. I feel like it's about taking that action, you know, and really, and just getting to where you feel in control again is really what I'm getting with this kind of final thoughts on the Page of Wands here. We need to get, let's take this energy now. I can't tell you how long you suffered, but you know, I feel like we've suffered long enough with this Ten of Swords. Let's go out there. Let's start changing things around. Let's start getting back on track. Let's start embodying that Emperor energy, Cancer. So I'll leave that there. Stay safe out there. Keep eyes on the moon. and I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.